Welcome. Welcome back to Not Hard to Love. Tonight, I'm going to speak to your heart. I'm going to be very blunt, very raw, and very confrontational. Even though there's a softness in my voice, but there's no softness in what I'm about to share with you tonight. But you will be fine. Let me start with this. You are not crying because you're weak. You're crying because you are finally seeing. You are seeing the pain that you have been avoiding, the truth that you've been running away from for years, the lies that you've been using as a blanket just to keep surviving. And here's the part that you don't want to admit. You didn't break today. Thank you, Mr. Thaddeus. Thank you. Thank you. Please just quietly listen to my voice while I speak to your heart tonight if you're connected to this live stream. You have been pretending that everything is okay because someone taught you that silence is strength, that when you cry, it makes you feel soft, that vulnerability is weakness. They were wrong. The thing is, you believed them. So you have learned to swallow every ache, every disappointment, every rejection, like it didn't hurt. That's not strength. That is what is called self-abandonment. Maybe you've been crying now. Let's say you have started crying, or right now as you're listening to my voice, you may be crying and you think it's because life is too hard. But it's not just that. You're crying because you're exhausted from being your own jailer. All the emotions that you didn't handle, they have been stacking. Every fake smile, every, oh, I'm fine, every time you stayed quiet. It didn't make you strong. It made you a volcano. And today, you finally erupted. But here's what you need to say. Crying doesn't make you weak. Staying silent does. Because silence doesn't protect you. Silence buries you. It teaches your body to hold poison and call it peace. Also note this, you weren't designed to be a locked box. You were made to be a story that is raw, spoken, seen, and felt. So, no, you're not weak for crying. You're weak for lying to yourself, or swallowing pain like it's normal, for protecting everyone else from the truth about what it will cost to be you. You're crying, but you don't talk. You ache, but you don't ask for help. You feel alone, but you keep pretending that isolation is maturity. That's not healing. That's hiding. And hiding always comes with a price. You lose yourself in the dark. You lose the part of you that wanted to feel alive. You lose the version of you that believed life could be beautiful. So, here is the truth. It's not the tears that made you weak. Rather, it is not the tears that makes you weak. It is the silence that keeps you from changing. It is the silence that keeps you tied to pain that should have been released years ago. You need to stop aching like endurance. Oh, you need to stop acting like endurance is the same as transformation. You have endured enough. Now it is time for you to confront yourself. So if you have to cry, cry with honesty, cry with purpose, and then say something. Stop hiding behind toughness. Stop getting real. Start getting real with your own soul. You're crying because your heart is done pretending. You're crying because your healing is calling your name. You don't need more strength. You need truth. The kind of truth that says, I've been hurting. I need help. I am tired. Tired of being strong in silence. And once you stop lying about it, healing will finally have room to walk in. And not the gentle, soft kind of, let me tell you. I mean, healing that shakes you, the one that breaks you open and rebuilds you into someone who no longer apologizes for having emotions. So, no, you're not weak for crying because you're human. But if you stay silent, if you stay silent, pretending, hiding, that's where your strength ends and your destruction begins. So, crying is release, speaking is power, but silence is the graveyard where your soul goes to die quietly and completely. So, let it out, feel it, speak it, but stop being the strong one who suffers quietly. Be the one who finally shows up, broken, messy, honest, and free. Thank you for listening. If this touches your heart, please go ahead and subscribe. And we'll come again by tomorrow, 10 p.m. Bye.